Today I messed up by making my dad hit a GTA stripper, then ask God for forgiveness. When I was younger, me and my brothers snuck a copy of GTA San Andreas into the house. We spent days holed up in our basement taking turns playing, and down there my parents didn't bother us. In order to get tons of money for guns, we would go to the strip club and stand on the stage, absorbing the money dudes threw at the women, and just let the game sit. We had to be careful though, because sometimes the strippers would do a move and bump into CJ, and the bouncers would shoot the place up. One day, while I was playing, my mom yelled down to the basement at us to get ready. We're going to Pizza Hut. In a stroke of genius, I drove to the GTA strip club, got on the stage, and then turned the TV off and we left. It was to be the heist of the century. My dad, however, was at church at this time, practicing for a gospel he was singing in. He always filmed the practices so he could take notes at home upon playback, and this time was no different. While my mom and brothers and I were still at the hut, he arrived at home and plugged his camcorder into the VCR, and it was connected to the basement TV. Back at the hut, my mom gets a phone call. She puts her napkin down and slowly looks around the table at us and says okay a few times into the phone, in this really calculating, specific way that she always did when she knew us kids were in trouble before we did. Naturally, it was at this point that we kids knew we were in trouble. For what, though? We didn't know. After a very quiet car ride, we get home, and my mom says, "Boz, why don't we go down to the basement? Your dad wants to show you his gospel practice downstairs." It was then at this point we knew why we were in trouble. So we drag our feet down the stairs, and lo and behold, my dad is sitting on the couch, TV on, a stripper's tits swung stiffly back and forth on screen, with CJ standing mere inches away, collecting money. My dad starts in, "Boz, I don't even know where to begin. This PlayStation was a blessing to you for Christmas, and this is how you repay us, by breaking our trust." He is holding the controller up now, gesticulating with it. Here I am, practicing to bring glory to God, but he was cut off as he squeezed the controller, causing CJ to punch the stripper. My entire family stands in silence, watching together as the bouncers in the strip club shoot the place up for what seems like an eternity. After the shooting stops, and CJ appears in front of the hospital, I look back and see my mom silently weeping into her hand. I look at my dad as a single tear rolls down his cheek and he prays under his breath. After another eternity of silence, without a word, my dad bends down, disconnects the PlayStation, walks back to the family computer, disconnects it, goes to his car and drives away. For the next 4 months he kept the PS2 locked in his office.